let's talk about choosing the best installment loan plan. So we're talking about money. Now, an installment loan. This is really any loan where you make periodic payments. And it's where we make periodic payments in terms of compounding interest. So if you have a simple interest installment loan, that is not this formula, that's something else. But for an installment loan with compounding interest, here's our formula. Now, P is the amount of the loan, or the amount that you need, or whatever the total amount is. D is the monthly payment. R is the annual interest rate. N is 12. Now, N is the number of times or number of payments you're making per year, but generally with loans, we make monthly payments, and therefore it's 12. And don't forget that T is always in years. So let's do an example. You really need a new car, but money is tight, and you can only afford a $200 monthly payment. $200 monthly payment. If you can find a loan at 4% interest compounded monthly for 6 years, what value of a car can you afford? Okay, so what do we know? Well, $200 monthly payment, that's D. So D is 200. My interest rate is 4%, so R is 0.04. I change it to a decimal. And my time is 6 years. Now we're compounding monthly, right? Which makes sense. So N is 12. So let's go ahead and plug them into our formula. So just again, P equals D times 1 minus 1 plus R over N raised to the negative N times T power all over R over N. Okay, so I know, let me just do this, that P equals 200 times 1 minus 1 plus 0.04 over 12 raised to the negative 12 times 6 power all over 0.04 divided by 12. Now, I recommend that you work numerator and denominator all together at once, but sometimes it's not so easy. So if you're going to put this all into your calculator at one time, make sure you put extra parentheses around the top, extra parentheses around your exponents, and around the bottom. Okay. Now I'm going to first give you the answer. We can look for a car of $12,783.49. And now I'm going to, if that's enough for you and you can get that in your calculator, move on with your life. If you want to see this broken down a little bit more, here we go. Okay, so first things first. If you want to put this all into your calculator at one time, but it's a little confusing for you, you can do this. Ready? Parenthesis, 200, parenthesis, 1 minus parenthesis, 1 plus 0.04 divided by 12, parenthesis, exponent. So we raise it to the negative, parenthesis, negative 12 times 6, parenthesis. Or you can take negative 12 times 6 and just put negative 72, either way. But you need a parenthesis, and then you need to end the parenthesis again. So that's right there, the numerator. Then you can divide by parenthesis 0.04 divided by 12 end parenthesis. Now, if you do it in two chunks, your numerator would be 42.6116, and it goes on, right? So that's this piece. And then if you just do the numerator, or the denominator, excuse me, you would get 0.00333. Goes on forever. Then if you divide those, you would get 12,783.49 again. Okay. Now, one other thing you could do is do it step-by-step order of operations. So again, quit watching at any point in time. But if you're interested in calculator usage, this could be beneficial. So again, this is our formula. Okay, so the first thing that I would do if I was doing it step by step is I would get rid of the negative 12 times 6 and make that a negative 72, because negative 12 times 6 does in fact equal negative 72. So I would do that first. But now, this is the way it would go. Order of operations says you work inside here first. So I would just type into my calculator 1 plus 0.04 divided by 12, because the order of operations in my calculator is going to divide, then add together, right? And then I would hit enter. Okay, so that took care of the first piece. Then I need to take it to the exponent. So I'm going to hit my caret key. It could also be a y to the x, depending on your calculator. And I'm going to hit caret negative 72, and I'm going to hit enter. And every time it's just going to give me an updated answer. Then I'm going to type in, so that took care of the exponent, and now I need to subtract. So after I have that, I'm just going to type in 1 minus, and I'm going to hit my answer key. So sometimes you have to hit, like, on my calculator, I have to hit second and then the minus sign. That's how I get to my answer key. But if I hit 1 minus answer and then hit enter, again, it gives me a new number. So that's taken up to this part here. Now I need to multiply by 200. So I just hit times 200. Enter. So every time you can notice I start with kind of a new piece of what I want. So after I hit enter in this dark blue phase, I am done with my numerator. So now I can hit divide. And usually I do the denominator all at once because it's just one piece. And then I hit enter. So again, you could try that. Again, you should get $12,783.49. Hope that step by step helped you a little bit.